Morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. I've just come up into the woods today. It's going to be a clear day, no rain for once. I'm going to cook some breakfast over the campfire, and I've got a couple of high quality bushcraft knives I want to show you from Mason Bushcraft Knives. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. First of all, I'd just like to say happy Christmas to everyone, all my subscribers, and anyone who's just clicked on this video. All the best for the festive period, and for next year. Let's hope it's a bit better than the one that's just gone. So yeah, I'm a little bit cold actually, so I'm gonna grab my splitting maul and head down to the old splitting stump, and I'm gonna chop some wood and get this fire on. Well guys, I've just been to collect some dry sticks, or as dry as I can get really. It's rained for so long here in the north of England over the last few months. Not everything's really damp and rotten. So I've got the TJM Metalworks mini fire anchor grill in. Now using this bit of kit, it does take a bit of practice, I think. I mean, it's very simple, it's very straightforward, but one thing I have learned is that it's better to get it set up before you build a fire, rather than build your fire then having to kind of stake it into the ground around the hot embers and then adjust it, because it gets hot pretty quickly. So I've just got it in here. What I'm going to do is put the pot holder underneath the grill actually, because I've got some beans that I want to warm up. I can't have a cooked breakfast without beans. Just going to warm them up in the top plate of a Zebra billy can. I don't really use the Zebra billy cans anymore, and they do come with these little kind of inserts, but they are really useful just for like mini pots, you know. You can kind of fry an egg in there, or warm a small tin of beans up. Perfect. So that's going to go on there. So I'm going to get the fire going now. I've got plenty of wood here. I've got no other plans for the day really, so I'm just gonna chill around the fire and just have a relaxing day. so the fire's going well. I'll probably give it about another 45 minutes so I've got a really good bed of coals. I've got some sausages and I don't want the barbecue effect where it's just kind of burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. So while I'm waiting, I'll show you these knives that Tony from Mason Bushcraft Knives made me. He made me a couple of them, a classic bushcraft knife and a game preparation knife. I'll give you a look at this one first actually. They're both a pair. They come in these, I think they're called Kydex, these plastic sheaths, and there's a handy little kind of thumb push there, so to get the knife out you just kind of push down and it comes out. I'll roll some B-roll footage of these knives because they're really attractive, beautifully made. I've never seen a design like it. There's lovely detail on the spine. And this one is going to be great for gutting fish or preparing small game. All stainless steel. I haven't actually used this one yet. I'm going to use it just to prep me food with today. But he also made me this classic bushcraft knife. Again, it comes in a Kydex sheath with I think these are called tech lock clips on the back, which are dead easy to use. You just kind of pull that down, press that in, and you can just kind of clip it onto your belt. Again, there's just a little thumb push thingy-mabob there, so you can just push that and the knife comes out. It's a really nice knife. The detail, like I mentioned, on the spine is fantastic. It actually fits my hand perfectly. I do actually have quite small hands, but it feels really comfortable. Up until now I've always used the Mora Bushcraft knives. I've used the Mora Cans Ball and the Mora Bushcraft knife, which you know, they've served me well, and I'll be honest, I'm more of an axe person than I am a knife person. But for a few years now I've been looking at getting, you know, proper bushcraft knife, and this really does fit the bill. It's a fantastic knife. When I hold this in one hand and my Mora knife in the other, honestly the Mora knife feels like a toy. This is kind of obviously because it's full tang, it's got a lovely Scandi grind. The spine's got a 90-degree angle on, so you can use it with your fire steel. It's just a really high quality, heavy duty knife. So both of these knives are made from 3mm AEBL stainless steel with G10 and Wenge handle scales and G10 liners. So I'll put a link to Tony's Instagram page, Mason Bushcraft Knives, below the video. So go and check him out, follow his page, and if you like what you see, just shoot him a message and he'll sort you out the details. Really high quality knives. I'm over the moon with mine, so cheers Tony. Right, I think we better start getting some food on here now. So I'm going straight in there with the old sausages. So we've got a bit of an all-day breakfast going on here, folks. We've got them sausages on. I've got a couple of rashers of bacon, some crumpet, an egg, portobello mushroom, a couple of slices of black pudding in that tin foil, and a small tin of Heinz beans. So I'm going to get the Finnish wilderness pan onto these coals once these snags are done, which they are looking quite good at the moment. But I've used quite a bit of wood on here. It's the thing with open fires, they're not very efficient. I mean, I haven't got that much left, but there's a good bed of hot coals there, which is what you want. But I'm always impressed with the little TJM Metalworks mini fire anchor grill. Lovely little bit of kit. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is just get the beans in this little pot. Probably not going to put the lid on, to be honest, so I can see what's going on with them. And the good thing about this this little fire hanger is you can just move that round. I don't want them on too much heat. Just pop it there and they should warm up. It's really nice and thin, this pan, so it heats up very quickly. Perfect for frying. Let's get that there lump of charcoal out of there. I'll just try and create a bit of a flat bottom actually to cook on. So what we can do now is plate this up and get the crumpets onto this grill. That egg's done. Black pudding is done. Just going to finish off these mushrooms. Slow progress on the bean front, mind. But everything else is doing well. It's really nice, this Finnish wilderness pan. So easy to cook on. Those shrooms are done just how I like them. I've just started to pop the beans directly on the coals. They're starting to get warm. Well, that's not too bad, folks. It'll certainly fill me up. An all-day breakfast isn't the easiest thing to cook, especially on a campfire, but definitely going to enjoy this. The crumpets have got a lovely crisp bottom on them. Man. Mushrooms are done to perfection. I never cook them in oil, always cook them in butter. I think the all-day breakfast could quite possibly be the world's most perfect meal. I mean, there's a couple of veg in here, beans and mushrooms. If I stuck a tomato on the side, you know, that's 3 of your 5 a day, isn't it? Black pudding, plenty of iron in there, protein and fat in there. In the eggs, the sausage, the bacon. Bit of carbohydrate in the crumpets. Happy days. Now this is a piece of very dry, brittle wood, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to make a good feather stick, but if I can just get some shavings Should be able to get those coals alight again. There we go. Well folks, I've packed the bag up. I'm just enjoying the dying embers of the fire before I head back. But yeah, speaking of dying embers, I bet you're all happy that 2020 is almost over. I mean, what a terrible year it's been. To be honest though, I can't really complain that much. We haven't been able to go on holiday. Do you know what? Big deal. There's people out there who've have died prematurely due to COVID-19. There's people out there there's hundreds of thousands of people out there who've lost their jobs and their livelihoods. There's business owners out there who've put their heart and soul into building up and establishing a business, only to have the rug pulled out from under the feet. You know, my heart kind of goes out to all those people. It must be a really, really hard times. And then you've got all these people who've been shielding for like months on end. I mean, that can't be easy. That really can't be easy. You know, I haven't really suffered that much because social distancing is pretty much a hobby of mine. So I haven't really felt the impacts of it. But that doesn't mean to say that it hasn't been a really, really bad year for some people. So yeah, let's just hope, fingers crossed, that next year things start to look up. I have to make sure that I really dust myself down when I come out of these woodlands. It's middle of December, but the place is still crawling with ticks, and if you wear dark trousers you can't see them crawling up your legs. After my last video, I got home, I got in the bath and had a tick stuck on my stomach. So what they do is you're walking through the ferns and the grass and the brambles, they attach themselves to your legs, and then they climb up your trousers where they can find some flesh. So I usually have to tuck everything in. I always have my trousers tucked into my socks, and then I've got gaiters over the top of that. But on my last video I kept my t-shirt untucked, which was a big mistake, and it got in and kind of attached itself to my stomach. Bit of a risk as well. You know, we're in North Yorkshire, there is Lyme disease around here, but I keep an eye on the bite. I mean, I've had dozens of them over this summer, over the last few months, but I haven't had any reactions or anything. So I don't know what other people do to try and keep on top of them. If at the beginning of the video you saw me spray my legs, I'm using like DEET and jungle juice, but it doesn't really seem to deter them, So I think all you can do is periodically kind of try and get them off your trousers and make sure everything's tucked in. It's not too hard to do in the winter, but in the summer, it was like 30 degrees, 28, 29, 30 degrees, and you've got thick socks on, trousers tucked in and everything tucked in. It was a bit of a nightmare, especially when you have work to do. So I'd be interested to hear other people's experiences with ticks, and if you've got any tips and tricks to kind of keep them off you, I'll be happy to hear them, I can tell you. Well folks, that's me done. So I'm going to hike back to the car. So this will be the last time I'll see you guys before Christmas, so drink and be merry and have fun. And as ever, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you again next time.